Hello, Miss Higgins, fourth period. If you don't know me, I'm Nicole, but for my sustainable project, I'm gonna be making a reusable bag. I'm gonna be making a t-shirt tote bag. So all you're gonna need is an old t-shirt and then some scissors. That's literally it. And if you want, you could also use like a bowl just to map out. So today I will be using this old Bucky shirt that I have not worn since April of last year when I went to Bucky's. Okay, so just some things to start us off. Number one, with the shirts, bigger the better, because that's how big your tote bag is gonna be. And then also the thicker the material, the thicker your bag is gonna be and the more durable and sturdy. Okay guys, let's ignore how dirty my desk is. First things first, look at our shirt. And first thing you want to do is cut off these sleeves. So just right over there. You can mark it up, but my shirt is black, so I can't really, but I'm just gonna like draw in where it would be mapped in right now. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. I'm gonna cut out the neckline. And for this, you could grab like a bowl or something to map it out. Alright, so I just used a mirror to map it out. You probably can't see it because the black on black thing again, but I think I want to move it down a little bit because I want the tote bag to have more of like long straps. Okay, so the new way I mapped it out goes down all the way into the lettering, but that's fine. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut that. Okay, so boom, we are basically already halfway done. Now we're just gonna go ahead and see how big we want this tote bag to be. Okay, for reference, I'm just gonna be using a vinyl because that's around the same size I want the bag to be. So you're gonna go from the armpit basically, or where you cut off the sleeves, and just see how long. So that's gonna be the size. And you don't wanna cut this off, not yet, but do mark it up. So I'm gonna mark it up with my Sharpie, which you can't really see, but let me see if you could see it with the, anyways, it's like right there. Now what you wanna do is cut off this bottom because we're gonna be stretching. Okay, now that the hem is cut off, you want to cut the side inseam if it has one. Mine doesn't, but just cut the seam up until that place that you marked. So for me, it's like 2-3 inches from the bottom. Okay, so both sides should have like these little flaps, and then line it up really quick. Okay, but now with the shirt lined up, you just want to cut like little tinsels up until that cut point. So that is how thick I'm gonna be cutting it, but you can make it thicker or smaller depending on how big you want the like fringe. Okay, so that's how it should look right now. And now all you want to do is stretch it out. So I'm just gonna do this one piece, just stretch it out so it just smoothens out to like a tube. All right, so now with the fringe, each pair, like each cut should have a pair. So with that, you're just gonna find its pair like this, and then just tie a, like, not a knot, but just tie it twice. And then you're just gonna wanna repeat that with all of the fringe. So now the bottom should be looking like this. And you see how it tightens in together? I don't like that. So to fix that, just rip it apart, stretch it apart, and then you're gonna see it has like these big holes. How do you fix that? You're gonna tie more fringe to more fringe. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna find 2 knots, and then you're gonna tie the pieces of the 2 knots together. And you're just gonna repeat that with all of them. Once you're all finished with that, you're finished with the bag. It's that simple. And now I have a little Bucky's tote bag. Okay, for size comparison, this is what I would consider like a regular tote bag. And our tote bag is around the same size. It's a little wider. Oh, I'm back. But this goes into the apes topic of waste reduction and resource conservation. Every year, millions of tons of clothes end up in landfills, and fast fashion just encourages overconsumption, which leads to huge amounts of textile waste. By upcycling an old shirt into something useful, like our tote bag, we reduce this waste and extend the life of already existing materials. This project is helping solve the sustainability issue by promoting reuse instead of disposal. When we reuse clothing, we reduce the demand for new textile production, which saves water, energy, and reduces pollution from manufacturing and transportation. Less production also means fewer fossil fuels are burned, helping combat climate change. So how does this project connect to the theme Act Local, Think Global? It's simple. Small actions like upcycling add up. When individuals in local communities adopt sustainable habits like reusing and reducing waste, the impact becomes global. If more people make small changes like this, we can reduce the massive environmental footprint of the fashion industry worldwide. That's like my 1 minute of talking. BT dubs. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Miss Hagen, for making me sit down and make a tote bag. This was actually my second attempt because I deleted the first one because I deleted TikTok and I'm making this on TikTok. So I got 2 tote bags. Bye, Miss Hagen. Oh, bye, class.